This video will show how operational areas can create and display their EOC schedule. You can use the EOC schedule app directly from the Cal EOC 360 Home or create a new schedule from the widget in an incident. The EOC schedule app is highlighted here. From an incident, the EOC schedule widget is the third one down. You'll get to see the first 3 widget entries in the widget window, and you can see the full schedule by clicking on the widget title bar or the View All link at the bottom right of that widget window. The projector view brings up a new window that can be shared to another display. As with other widgets, you can create a new schedule entry by clicking on the downward-facing triangle button on the far right. The projector view opens a new browser tab. It shows the upcoming 5 meetings and the past 3 below. Creating a new schedule entry is straightforward. If you use the widget, your incident will already be listed there. If not, find your incident first to tie your schedule to that set of records. The event audience is who needs to attend. The cycle refers to whether the meeting happens once or if it's repeated. Let's take a tour on the site.
Now, we have meetings all the time with incidents because we got to know what's going on. And you want to be able to see that meeting schedule. Kind of helpful. So it's here in the widgets. We're just going to pan down a little bit to this EOC schedule. Here you see again, it is 3+, meaning there's more than 3 in there. And that is just right here's the top 3 as far as the most recent ones that were put in. The button over here is what's really cool though. Click on that and you get a view that you can put up on a big screen, or you can have it on your secondary or tertiary or quaternary screen, however many you've got sitting at your desk. But it shows you all the things coming up. It'll show up to 5 events coming up. You can see that it even color codes it as it gets close, and then up to 3 events that have just passed. It's just a nice little thing. If you press and hold Control and zoom in or out with your mouse wheel, it will adjust the size. And if it gets a little wonky or something, just hit refresh button up here and it will readjust at that zoom level that you want. Standard controls for your browser, but still handy to be able to make it nice and easy for folks to read. It's also in another tab, so you can pull it away and move it somewhere else and you can close it out and you haven't lost what you've done. So back to here as far as being able to actually then add to the schedule. Just like the other widgets, this little button right here, click New, and it makes a pop-up and you can add an event. So you can say whatever it is. You can say who the audience is, so who it's intended for, any details that are appropriate. You have the option of active or inactive. And then here you can select if it's going to reoccur regularly. So if it's going to happen every Monday or something, then you can just click on that to do Monday. You can do multiple select by holding Control, and you can deselect stuff just like this. Well, need one selected if you're doing recurrence. The recurring one also has an end date, so you can select whenever that is going to end. I'm going to switch this just to once so that it's not up on my screen all the time. And it's going to happen, you can say it's going to happen today, and we are just going to go ahead and schedule it for, let's say, 1400. You do have to put stuff in the format that it desires. So I'm going to demonstrate that again. Note that I just did 1400, but I did not include the colon, and it doesn't like that. So follow its directions, it just makes things easier. So once you do that, click Save, and you'll notice that it takes me right to the screen just to see it, and it's already in the schedule. So I could go in and take a look at the schedule, and I'll show you that in just a moment. If you wanted to do a second one of these, you can click Clone. So if everything is going to be really similar, but you just need to change the time maybe, so you have a second one at 1500 perhaps, everything else is the same, but I just changed one little thing, You click clone, and now you have essentially copied it without having to redo the whole thing. You can also edit right here, and you can also do a printable view or delete with this dropdown. The return button is kind of like a back button. So it'll take me back to the previous screen, and I'm going to go back one more, and now I am back on my details screen for the incident. And if you notice, both of those Thursdays are right here. Now let's say that I know there's a bunch of stuff coming up, but it's not in the projector view yet, but I want to see what's scheduled. Just click on either the view all or the EOC schedule title here. That takes you to the list view of the schedule. And this, you can see, has all sorts of stuff on here. Everything is in here that is coming up, and everything that is passed for the day. So you can see all of that right here. You can also go to the projector view straight from this. And here you can see the training that I put in is right there. If you want from this page to make a new event, you're going to have to click on Manage Schedule. When you click Manage Schedule, it is not just going to show you that one incident. It's going to show you every incident. You're going to see all of them over here on the left. Now, you can sort. You can select by active or inactive event for the meetings. You can search some stuff, but just be aware that it is showing you more than just the one incident that you were just on. But you can go to the new button, and it's the same idea. You fill out what you need, but here you could select your incident if you're doing it for a different one or whatnot. But this list view does allow you to see all of the different things going on with all the different incidents. So if you're working hand in hand with another OA, this might be a place you can see it. It all depends on permissions. We're kind of working to what everybody can see and what everybody can't. So you might just see your own OA right now. You might see others. We're still working that detail. Now, if I were to go back to home with all of my different board options, I can go to EOC schedule right here. And it's going to take me right into that list view. And it should show me pretty much everything for the OA that I am logged into, saying, hey, this is everything that's happening for your OA going on. So that's why it shows all like the same thing. And then I can go to that manage schedule just from here. Same idea. Back to the list view. All of this works together. That's how easy it's supposed to be.
That's it for the EOC schedules. If you have questions, please let us know at rsi.support@caloes.ca.gov.